Hi everyone, good evening, welcome back. So guys, in the last two sessions, we discussed about a lambda expressions and as well as an overview on a functional interfaces. So today, what we are going to do means let us start with a couple of examples on a lambda expression and how to write a lambda expression and all those things. Let us see now. So let us start with the first example. So in the previous session, we have already created a functional interface which has one abstract method. Usually, without lambda expressions, how we usually write down the logic for this abstract method. So if you can have a look at the steps here, I have documented it. So the traditional way how we are going to implement the interface, you need to create a class that should implement an interface, and then you will be creating a one more class wherein which you are going to create an object to that implemented class. So the way how we are going to create an object is interface namespace obj is equal to new class that implemented that interface, and then obj dot method name. This is the process that we guys need to follow in order to implement the interface methods and call those interface methods. As of now, what we are going to do means let's replace this whole thing with a lambda expressions. So what I'm going to do right now means, for me, I'm just creating a new Java class. So let me create a new Java class in my editor. New class orange1 with a main method. That's fine. So here I know the syntax is basically interface and namespace obj is equal to new class that implemented that interface. So my interface is inter1 space obj is equal to new inter1. Usually when we try writing this one, your Java won't allow it. Basically, it's an interface. On a right hand side, definitely you need to specify the class that implemented that interface. But as of now, this is a functional interface, which means internally it has only one abstract method. So you no need to specify that method name also. Whenever you have a specified these braces out over there, then your Java compiler will understand for which interface you are creating inter1, which internally has only one method. See, if you observe, it has only one login method. Okay, as of now, we are writing down the logic for that arrow mark, which is a lambda expression. Now I'm using system.out.println. Okay, so let me try writing down. Okay, one second, what happened here? Okay, system.out.println. So here I'm just placing down that logic. So which is login to app. So guys, if you clearly observe, we haven't specified the method name. The reason is in this interface, we have only one method. So whatever the logic you are going to write down here using that lambda expression will be implementing for that particular method itself, which is a login method itself. And how you want to invoke that? Obj dot the method that we have in that particular interface is a login. See, I'm just calling obj.login. Now, when I run my test script, see here, I'm just trying to execute my JavaScript here, run as a Java application. Say login to app got returned. So usually a quick question will rise in our mind, how we are writing down the logic in this way. So what I'm going to do right now means here, first of all, what is the method we have in this interface? Let's go back. Here is a login method. So copy the method name, come back here. I'm just explaining how I am converting that method in this single line itself. I'm placing that here and here system.out.println log into application. So if you observe, this is how you need to create a logic for an abstract method, right? Whatever the method is that you just need to provide the logic in this way. Perfect. And if you see the lambda expressions rules, basically it's an anonymous function which don't have a method name. So here login is a method name. I'm removing that method name. And if you go back here, it doesn't have any return type. So here I'm removing this void. It don't have an access modifiers. Even I'm removing this public too. So here, if you observe, this is the thing, and this will be replaced with a lambda expression. That's what we have studied earlier. And moreover, if the lambda expression is having a single line, you can remove these braces also. That's what we have seen as part of our earlier examples. See, the traditional way how to do this one and using a lambda expressions how to deal with it. That's it. The same logic I have implemented in this lambda expression. And now when I run my test script, the desired logic it's getting executed and it is retrieving the output to the console. So this is the way how can we invoke a lambda expression basically using a functional interface. So here, if you observe the definition of the lambda functional interface also, functional interface is used to invoke the lambda expression. This is the way how you need to do. So this is a basic example, guys. So slowly we are going to study one example after another example. Cool. That's all I have, guys. Thank you. See you again in the next lecture. Bye-bye. Welcome back, guys. So I just want to continue with a small example out over here. Again, a lambda expression with a functional interface. So I'm just customizing my functional interface, in such a way that I'm adding one uh, abstract method to this, public int sum, and it's going to add two different numbers, int a comma int b. So this is what my abstract method is. Let us create a new class where in which I just want to provide the implementation of this particular class using a lambda expression. So I have created it, and now here what I'm doing means int2 space obj is equal to that a method is accepting two different parameters. A comma B are the parameters. This is the lambda expression that we have, and in which I'm just using A plus B. This is what that particular method outcome is. And now obj dot sum is the method. I just want to pass 3 comma 7. So this is what the sum is basically, and it's going to return an integer value. So what I'm doing directly means system.out.println 3 comma 7, and the same, 30 comma 70. I just created it. And now when I run my test script, the sum of these two numbers got printed. So I just want to explain this, how this logic was created in a single line using a lambda expression here. So the method that we have here is, this is the one. So copy this method name, place it here. And for the method definition, I just need to place it like this and return a plus b. This is what we need to create. That's fine. As part of the lambda expression, it shouldn't have the access modifier. It shouldn't have a return type. It shouldn't have a method name. And moreover, it knows the data types. The compiler knows the data types. Hence, you no need to pass the data types also. And moreover, if you have a return statement, you no need to define the return statement also. Automatically, the compiler will return, understand basically, and it is a single line. And you no need to use the start braces and as well as the end braces. If I delete everything, this is what it's going to become. That's what I have placed it there. Okay, this is what it's going to become, and that's what I have placed it out over there as part of a lambda expression in line number 8. This is how you need to convert it. This is another small example of using a lambda expression, guys. So let's see another one more example on this. Okay, so let us see one more example basically, which will be getting the length of a particular string that we are going to pass in. So here I'm creating a one more functional interface here, interface inter3, and here what I'm going to do is public void string length method that will accept string as an input for this. Okay, this is what the method that I have created. Public void string length. This method will calculate the length of a string and it will print the length to the console. It's fine. So let me create a one more class to define the definition out over there. So orange3, have just created a one more class here. And on this orange3, enter 3 space obj is equal to, it has only one particular method. The method whatever we have out over there is a string length and it is accepting a string. So here I'm passing string as an argument, and s dot length method. This is what the method that we are just passing it out over there. And now obj dot string length, I'm passing Surendra. And it's just returning the value. Hence, I'm just using system.out.println obj.string. That's it. I have just specified that. Okay, remove the argument, change it to, okay, change the return type to boolean. Okay, so what have I done here? I have done a small mistake out over here. So let us see the method that we have created. So what do we have? The length, okay, s dot length. Okay, that's fine. Obj string dot length, and let us see what it is going to return. Let me run my test script and see the outcome what it is returning to the console. See here, s dot length. Okay, this is what the problem is. Okay, system dot out dot println. Let me surround this one with a system dot out dot println. So this s dot length, whatever the length is there, I'm just surrounding it with a system dot out dot println. Okay. Now, when I run my test script this time, the total number of characters are 8. For suppose, if I give my full name, obj dot string length, so Surendra Jagannatham, and now when I run my test script, the full length it's going to display. Maybe if I can give obj dot string length qa trainer again, so it's going to run it and it's going to display the total count. So the ultimate point out over here is how we are passing down this information is the most important thing. So the bottom line out over here is this interface is accepting a string. Hence, I'm passing string as an argument here, first of all. Whatever the value we are passing here, that will be substituted by this as basically. Okay, s is equal to, on that string, I just want to get the length operation. So maybe what I can do means instead of using a length, what else? We do have a bunch of operations that we have on this particular thing. Maybe I can use equals ignore case Surendra. Okay, I'm just using equals ignore case Surendra. So I just converted that logic into, instead of a length, I just converted that logic into equals ignore case. The outcome of an equals ignore case is a Boolean value, which is either true or false. I'm passing Surendra and I'm comparing with the Surendra. For suppose if I pass my name as a Surendra Jagannatham here, and now when I run my test script, it will fail as a second time. The reason is it's accepting or verifying with the Surendra, and we are passing Surendra Jagannatham, which is not same, hence it got a fail. So guys, if you clearly observe right now, we call or we used a lambda expression precisely using a functional interfaces. Okay, in the next lecture we will see how to use a how to use a lambda expression precisely on a list. We are going to study in the next session. Cool. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye.